company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Unfortunately, I couldn't get on today because I had a lot of business phone calls that had to be made today, and I had a lot of Skype meetings that I had to do today also. So didn't give me a chance to get online and do any videos today on the paint on screen. Well, the paint on screen is actually gray. It's a dark gray. So that's why when you look under the description, it says deep gray or deep gray or deep black or whatever it is. But it's not, definitely not a black screen, because this is the Phantom right here that's displaying black, and this screen is displaying gray. Much like a lot of the gunmetal screens I run across, I come across are blacker screens. It's more of a deeper gray. Usually when you're dealing with a deep gray screen, that is considered to be gunmetal, not black. As I said before, way back before black screens came into effect, darker gray screen was considered to be black. They're not considered to be black. So I guess they're going under old tradition, but no, that's that definitely is not black at all. That is actually a dark gray, as you can see. Okay, well, that being said, there ain't much to do on that right there altogether. Let me get the controller out, see what we got. And keep in mind, we have another version of the Phantom that's actually darker than this now. Since we have that enhancement coating, we are working on an even darker version of Phantom, which this screen is going to be changing very soon. And in the gray screen, we can blend into just about any gray screen we want. See, told you. Can't pull up red. If it was basically our technology, it would be to pull up red, and it can't. Only our technology has that capability. But we can blend into just about any screen we want. See, can't even pick up on blue. Told you. So as of now, like I said, until we get our hands on, if we ever decide to go side by side to Screen Innovation, which I doubt we're going to be doing that anytime soon, we have XY. After I saw Dragonfly's technology, which we'll have here soon, it's a gunmetal screen, so it's going to do the same reaction. This is interesting because usually it's a screen. This is actually a screen paint. This is supposed to be black screen paint. Told you. Can't see contrast. Well, so much for that. Okay. As I already mentioned before, that my contract is finalized. I've been in contract negotiations for the rest of the day. Got some bad news. My prices are not going to be the same once I basically go into full mode of basically going into distributing and research and development. Uh, Prices are not going to be the same. The technology is, I told you, it's worth a lot of money. And I told you that offline, that people are not used to seeing black screens and that the price is going to go up through the roof, and it's going to go through the roof. Because as of right now, once the Phoenix finally launches, we want to keep the prices fair for our customers. But like I said, it's business. This is supposed to be the white paint. This is interesting. Look at this. Hold on for a minute. You know what that is, right? I can tell from the door how this is made. Automatically from the door. I know how this is made. This is both of their products right here. This is their screen paints. This is a screen paint company that makes screen paints. I wonder what this would look like next to Crow's product. This is, like I said, this is not a projection screen company. You guys are used to seeing us going against projection screens. This is an actual screen paint company. They don't have anything here that would match what we have over here, but this would be interesting to see how this comes close to looking like. Well, we got to do some research. We got to do some research. Anything we make here, sure enough, it's not going to be able to match what we have here. Our technology is far different from theirs. We wouldn't be able to keep up what we have over here. But anybody else's stuff, well, that's a different story. See? And that's Black Phoenix. That's a Phantom technology. That's supposed to be the black screens, and these are their gray screens, light gray screens that they make. Mind you, this is a technology that's only 10% done. It's not even finished yet. It's still in its baby stages. It's nowhere near completed. So this is what they're considering what black technology is today, boy. This is going to be a cakewalk. And our screen is not even done yet. Our screen is going to be 5 times darker than this because we have that heightened technology to be able to make a black surface go with high white levels. So we can make this as dark as we want. This is the only screen paint company right now that makes a black screen paint besides us. They can't even match us. Well, good luck trying to beat a Phantom. That's going to be a hard one to do. But I would like to thank Paint on Screens for sending out the samples. I do appreciate that. For making the effort. At least you didn't cancel. At least you made an effort, so I give them respect on that. They didn't cancel out 11 times. mind, this is technology we're going to be bringing out in a year from now. Just showing you exactly what we have a year from now. This is going to be much more advanced than this. This is just the beginning stage of it. We want to make sure even at the beginning stage, we can knock out every screen we can get our hands on. We only have 2 companies, actually 3 companies we're looking at right now. Screen Innovation, that's one of them, which has ignored us altogether, which we don't care. What was the other one? XY, not returning any of our message. We were talking to them for a bit, and then we started showing them the Phantom technology. They haven't replied back. And then we have Dragon, I think it's Dragonfly, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's Dragonfly. That's the last one. And as for the UV, this would destroy the UV easily. I mean, the Phoenix we had downstairs crushed it with no problem. It was a much higher white level. This technology is actually more advanced than the Phoenix. So now we got it on record, on live. The Phantom at 10% versus all 3 screens, including their black screen. All right, well, tomorrow, demonstrations on 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio projector versus light gray mixes versus our Phoenix technology on a motorized projection screen versus white screen tomorrow. I'm going to have to start redirecting my demonstrations to offline, which means we're going to be doing demonstrations for offline only, for companies only, because we've pretty much proven everything we could do with our technology. There's really nothing more we could possibly show you. At the end of the day, it's getting to the point, there's really nothing more I could possibly show you. What else am I going to show you? Barely. Unless we can find some other companies out there, but there's nothing left. We need to start redirecting these videos to offline. All right, I'm going to start working on my prototype this week. I'm going to start actually transferring this technology, the blacker technology we have downstairs, into a wallpaper surface. So I'm going to get rid of this right here. This is going to be disposed of. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to start working on my future technology, because right now, as of now, the stuff we have now, we've been there and done it already. I got to work on some new stuff. So right now, I'm going to start working on the Phoenix we're going to call it future technology, because that's pretty much what it's going to be. As we need to start working on right now. So I'm done. We had already beat enough screens. We're done. We got to do anything else. What else are we going to test against? What else? Not that today. What else are we going to test on? Really? We're going to test on. What else we have left? I need to start researching the surface we need to press this screen onto. That's what I need to do. I need a certain surface to press the screen onto. I need to start testing that next. Because we already got the formula. We just need to get the screen a little bit darker, heighten the white levels, and then we're good. That's it. Some people at the end of the day, well, who cares? But you have to understand, we're contracted, so there's a display room with all my technology in it right now. And there are people who are interested in dropping a lot of money to make sure that they have that technology you see here in their showrooms now. They want it on their wallpaper, they want projection screens, they want it in their hotels, their restaurants, even in real estate. There are people actually installing in home theater packages and buildings and real estate and a lot of the houses for rent or for buy because it sweetens the pot. But you got a movie theater in there. A couple houses I looked at I liked because they actually had a movie theater in there. This is easy technology to install. I can tell you some of the applications you're going to be using it for, but it's a lot cheaper than paying for these guys. Oh. What's going on by lead screens? Let's see if you can all even bring up red next to a black screen. Simple red, no calibrating, none of that. You have to have a lot of confidence in your product to be able to take any random screen out of the pack and throw it up there. We have, I like this screen is. This is a Seymour AV 1.3. The screen's gonna be every last one of them. Any screen that I pull out of this pack and I throw it up there. That big stack of sample sheets right there. Anyone I throw against that screen, live, it's gonna beat it. No problem. I don't have to worry about whether my lights are on or off. It makes no difference. Not cool. Your toys are everywhere. Always everywhere. Always around. Wednesdays, I want to slip one of those and break my neck. Let's see. What do we have here in the collection that we can use? I would love. I've seen demonstrations on Screen Innovations technology. I'm guaranteed to say your technology won't work against ours. Here we are. Shiny coated surface. %. Matinee Black by Seymour AV. Matinee Black. I could take out all your screens with no problem. Change my screen again. It's black. See, the heightener coating we have now will allow any black surface to read white light. That coated on the technology we already have, which pretty much gives the screen the ability to produce amazing bright levels, despite the surface being black. What do we have here? We have, let me do this one already. What do we have here? Matinee silver? Matinee silver we don't have up there. Let's get a matinee silver up there. Matinee silver by Seymour AV 1.3. None of you screen paint people make screen paints can do this at all. Matinee silver. These are all certifieds. Shows you where our technology lands and where your technology lands at. Right here. Can't do this demonstration because the screen will fail. If hobbyists are willing to challenge the phantom technology, then I'm willing to buy your stuff and bring it over here and see what happens. What do we have here next? Maybe 1.3. What we can't use is ultra short throw. Ultra short throws are easy to do. We did all those already. Black screen versus a white sheet. I love how people sit there and say, oh, the screens are too dark. You can't see them. The screen's darker than a Phoenix. You know that, right? 3 times darker than a Phoenix. White sheet paper. That means the screen was pulling up too high. At the dark level, that means any one of those screens could easily be no problem whatsoever. Let's go with Cinema Gray by that's Cinema Gray. That's a light screen, right? Yeah, Cinema Gray. Let's go with Cinema Gray. I think the next test we need to find next, we need to find the most highest white screen. I need 0.9s and up. That's what I need next. So we're not getting much of a challenge here, are we? Let's see. Here we go. Cinema Gray. It's a pretty bright screen, right? What the color is that? I think they would pull a higher red level than our technology. Let's find out. Let's put it right there. How about that? Nothing yet. We got more to go through if you want. Let's see what we have. Ooh, this is another killer right here. I was really impressed when I saw this demonstration because I literally thought the screen was actually black, but it wasn't. Coming close, it's getting black. Let's go with the, and I butcher the name on this every single time. They all use this shiny coat of material. Why? I don't know why. Look how dark that is. Isn't that beautiful? Now, like I said, this is the one I showed on a white screen. All these screens right here work fantastic on a white screen, but this is not a white screen. This is phantom technology. Put this one right here in the center. There. Perfect. Let's see what that does. Nothing. When my screen reaches 100% soon, at 10% we will have the record of knocking out just about every screen we can get our hands on. What's next? Cinema Gray. 5D. Surface. Nice surface. Beautiful surface. Anytime you companies want to go side by side with the Phantom or Phoenix, let me know. We'll put that right there. Let's go with an Acoustic Pro 1080p3 by Elite Screen. I like these screens right here. You know why? Because they're white screens and they have a whopping 0.9 gain. Quite impressive. Let's see if this screen can turn my screen dark. You know what's interesting about this? So when somebody makes a statement by saying that all black screens, I don't know about anybody else's, but I know about mine, they turn dark, unwatchable. These are all light certified screens, not a paint, not a canceled product. These are certified screens, screens that hold a lot of weight in the projection field. My technology at 10% is doing this. Let's see if this screen can do it. Nope, not even close. What else do we have? I'm gonna have to find more sample sheets. I think I might be out. Ooh, we have more. We have Storm. We have Supernova. And can't use that. That's a short throw. Supernova. 7-1 certified screens. Okay. So, I've seen the demonstration of DigiStorm. We got DigiStorm's technology over here too. So let's get them started. This right here is this is a Seymour AV Matinee Black with a 0.9 gain. Matinee Black by Seymour AV with a 0.9 gain. This is what this stands for. Matinee Black 0.9. This is a 0.9 gain, right? Let's put that one right over. I told you guys, I'm making these light gray screen paints going to be obsolete in a day. Thanks to this technology. Let's go with DigiStorm White Acoustic Surface. Let's see if this can turn our technology dark. I don't want to go near the hobbyists on eBay because those particular fellows are minding their own business, doing their own thing, and I'm not disrupting their comfort zone. But I could wipe their products up with no problem. But it's not necessary. It's very unnecessary. They're doing their own thing, minding their own business, and that's where it's going to stay. Now, for the individual who likes to run his mouth all the time, I have no problem with crushing your canceled product with no problem. This is the reason why you don't want your product down here. If I can basically do this easily to all these certified projection screens, one by one by one, what do you think your product would have down here? I would wipe your product clean within days. No problem. I just might have wiped your product clean with the screen downstairs. Turn your UV mix dark, make your other products like white sheets of paper, and you think you can download this kind of technology? Are you kidding me? Look at this screen it's doing. It's black. It's producing a beautiful red. These are all certified screens. Even we have screen paints right in there. Please. White screen. Now think about it. Once they get me into research and development, then I can concentrate and really design some crazy technology because I'm sorry to say I won't be dealing with customers. They'll be dealing with customers from now on. Then you'll really get to see some really cool stuff. Until then, like I said, we got some pretty nice stuff for you all. You're watching me one by one. Let me know when you've ever seen anyone on YouTube take a certified packet of screens from DMP Supernova to Elite Screens and one by one put them up against the screen and see what happens. And by the way, the 3 screens you're seeing right there, 1, 2, 3, that's a screen paint from a company called Paint On Screens. You know, let me if you ever seen anybody do this before. Of course, they're not going to do this because the reason why is because usually with most hobbyists, and we call them hobbyists, only one person's a hobbyist, they'll pick a product close enough to match their product so that way they won't have too much of a struggle. Like the Dark Star 9 that I showed you in the demonstration produced a higher contrast level, which that's what Dark Star 9s are designed to do. Dark Star 9, my screen. That's how dark my screen comes in. That screen's 3 times darker than the Phoenix. DMP Supernova, our torn sample sheet, but there's our DMP Supernova. We'll put them right over here. Right there, that's where we're going to put them at. Over there. Next time somebody wants to doubt our capabilities of what we can do when it comes to making screen paints, well, back it up. Keep your mouth shut. Let's see. We've collected, like I said, there's no point in these companies. They do all the demonstration against white screens. I can understand that because that's what they're going to be dealing with. But us, on the other hand, we take the best of their best, and this is what we do. Because at the end of the day, when I come offline, and that's what I'm planning to do, to bring my company offline, when we have to deal with these particular companies, like say Elite Screen has a contract with A or B over here, and they can go in and say, hey, look, this is an Elite Screen, this is the difference between our screen and a white screen. Yeah, but we can go in and take their contract too, because we can say this is the difference between my product and Elite Screen. I can do this to any one of their screens. You see what I'm getting at here? You see the big picture here? So if we're challenging and we're taking out all the big screens with no problem, offline, when our company, becomes a corporation, we start having screens under our names, who's going to stand against us? We could easily walk into any establishment we want, and we could overshadow the screens with no problem, because our technology was designed to overshadow their technology. And that's what we're working on. A white screen is easy. We can do that any time of the day. That's why I go and get the best of the best. When I call up their companies, what is the best screen you have in your category? And that's what we build our technology against. 9. It's phantom technology at only 10% done. So that's the reason why I think we haven't got any response back from Screen Innovation. You think they want to be up here with the rest of these? I don't think so. Here we go. Another one. DMP Supernova, we got the Infinity and Blade. Now, no one's saying the technology doesn't work. It does. It works perfectly fine on a white screen. This, on the other hand, it's not a white screen. It's a black screen. Put them right underneath them, right there. How many we got up here so far? We got quite a bit up here, don't we? We got a little bit more to go. Let's see. Let's see. We got Vivistorm. I like Vivistorm. Vivistorm, I saw their first, their dark, that came out of that motorized projection screen, the one that came up through the floor, showed the beautiful contrast levels. Let's see. That's why you sit me on the, when I'm on the computer and you hear me sitting there, I don't know if that's going to work against our product. People look at me and go, oh, Bird, you're arrogant. No, because I can back it up. Let's go with these right here. That's why I sit there and say I'm bored, because I can't find a company to go against the technology. We're looking for one, we can't find one. What do we got here in this stack over here? We got a stack over here. What's this one right here? That's a lot of certifieds, ain't there? They should be the one producing the higher red level, because their screens are lighter, right? That's what you would think. But no. Our technology produces a higher red. That's why I said we've already achieved what we needed to achieve. We're done. There's nothing more to show off. There's nothing more to display. There's no more screens to beat. That's it. Challenge is done. I'm tired. I have to work on something else. There's just nothing more to do. What else are we going to challenge against? What? Nothing more to challenge against. That's the end of it. Even with the lights out, they couldn't keep up. This technology doesn't even come out for another year. It's not even done development yet. It's only at 10% done. We're at 10% done, and that's it. So I'm thinking I may be working in something else like holograms or 3D mapping. I think they're directing my attention toward that. Because right now, the Phoenix technology, everything we have is already far more advanced. Let's go play. That's not going to stay up there. We're going to have to tape that one. See? They all have the same flaws. When you see me watch the video demonstration, you see me point out where they're making all the mistakes in the videos, how they had the light directed here and had the light directed there. This is technology that used to be in a rehearsed environment. They calibrate the projector. They direct where they want the lighting to go. Everything is rehearsed. They're not used to being in the kind of environment we're used to being in all day long. So if somebody sits there and says, oh, but I'm saving you hundreds of dollars, not even close. How much money is sitting on that screen right now? One of the screens is $3,000. That's a Dark Star 9. The other one is around 4 to 5. So already from the door, you know, you got about $7,000 right there from the door from 2 screens alone by themselves. You'll be calibrating your projector all day. And keep in mind, we're not using a 4K projector. We're not using an expensive high-end projector. My projector in the back cost me $270. That's it. So I'm using this on an old, outdated eBay projector that discontinued in 2014. That's all I need to do. No calibration, no 4K, none of that nonsense. There you go. That's Phantom technology. The screen paints we have are more than enough. We don't need to develop anything else. Right now, I'm just going to be working on Phantom technology right now. Get rid of this fixed frame screen to get some wallpaper in here to put it on what it's supposed to be designed to be on. Sure, we got the inflatable screens too, but that's another technology right there. I gotta get this thing to stick up there real quick. There we go. This right here is the only black screen paint right here you come across so far by a company called Paint on Screens. They make that. They make that product in the middle. And it's not even black. It's actually gray. That's what color it is. It's the only company. So what I like to do first out of all these, I like to go to the white levels first. White levels are very important because white levels allows me to see which screens are generating too much white light, which we kind of missed the purpose on that one altogether. So let's just go over and search over and get ourselves, oh, let's see what a starfield looks like on this. I don't understand how these screens call themselves ambient light projection technology, but yet they have to be using the ambient light controlled environment. Can never understand that theory right there altogether. I guess it works some way. This will work just a little better there. There we go. Lights out. Lights on. So now you see how much the Phoenix is, not Phoenix, but the Phantom technology is worth. It's worth quite a lot of money. Because of this demonstration right here, only 2 people have this technology. The person who has the contract, and we have it. So the only 2 people have Phantom technology. He can go into that showroom. He can throw any one of these sample sheets against that screen. Every last one of them won't be to stand against it. Do you have any idea what the technology is worth now? A heck of a lot more than $10,000 a screen. It's worth quite a lot of money. Half of these screens up here can't be used with ultra short throw. This technology is ultra short throw compatible. None of these screens can go outside. This technology can go outside. It's fully weatherproof. And it costs less than every last one of these screens sitting up here. Even at 100 inches wallpaper. You don't have to have an expensive projector. I'm using mine on a cheap eBay projector, $270. My contrast ratio, my projector is 4,000 to 1. Really doesn't make a difference what your contrast ratio is. The screen's jet black, and these are darker than Phoenix. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Quite impressive for a black screen, isn't it? The heightener technology that's embedded into it, and you watch me spray the screen outside, it's only at 3% done. It's not even finalized yet. So now you see why when Crow talks about his products being the best, this is why I laugh. Your product's not the best. Nowhere near it. You can't claim to be the best unless you beat the best. My screen's doing that right now. It's beating the best. All in one hit. I don't have to choose a certain screen color to match well with my screen. What am I going to find? The screen's jet black. I can't find anything jet black to match the screen. When it comes to screen paint products, y'all don't pull enough white light. Phoenix downstairs can beat y'all screen paint products for no problem on white levels, and that screen's jet black. Can't talk about being the best unless you beat the best. Okay, I'm done. I have to get up tomorrow morning. I have a video conference to do on this technology right here, and we have to figure out exactly what we're going to be coding this thing to. I actually want to code it to. My first screen for my stuff I want is a 235.1 wallpaper. That's what I want. Super jet black. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. That's going to be gorgeous. I can't tell you. We're working on something, a way how to get them to stick to the wall. It's not going to be Velcro. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be something really, really, really high tech. And this is going to be embedded into the screen. So this is not going to be everyday plexiglass that you can get from Home Depot or Lowe's. This is going to be something specialized. And this is a wake-up call to the big companies out there. Guess what? We're coming. Yes, sirree. We are definitely coming. This new technology right here. So to show you exactly what you're going to be up against. Wait, let me do this with one real quick. Let's go over to, I'm going to do the white screen real quick. I like doing that right there. The reason why I do that is because it shows you exactly how high the white levels are on some of these screens. That's a reflective surface. That's what that does. When you use that reflective surface, it's not a good thing. Some people think it's a good thing when your screen produces a high white level. It's not a good thing. It's a very bad sign. An extremely bad sign. Watch. Boom. See? That's a bad sign. Because that means your white levels are literally so high that you can't even pick up contrast and you can't pick up color. Example. Boom. Just like I told you. Can't pick it up. And as for the black screen paint, well, that's how it looks next to our product. It's actually not black, that's actually deep gray, to tell you the truth at the end of the day. You can't pick it up. I can call it all day long. The minute I see a surface with that reflective coating, automatically I know what's going to happen in the door. Can't pick it up. White levels are way too high. Well, now you see why either some people ignore us and don't choose to pretend we exist and will send us sample sheets, or the other half just cancel out because they don't have a choice. Do you know what happens if this product laid against one of these screens? Wash out. These are all certified screens. This is not screen paint. These are, well, 3 of them are screen paints, but these are all certified screens. So is he comparing himself that he beat every last one of these screens? No, we know he hadn't done that at all, period. And I know the dislikes are there. We don't care about the dislikes. At the end of the day, you don't have anything that'll stand. I'm just talking about personally people who think they're going to come against us and be able to take out our product. Please. I got technology sitting down there you guys haven't even seen yet. I got stuff I haven't even showed you yet that we're working on. There's technology downstairs you haven't even seen yet. The only way you've seen is because we allow you to see it. You wouldn't even know this technology wouldn't have existed if I didn't show you that we do have a screen that's this dark that can produce a level that high. You wouldn't even know that the Phantoms or the Phoenix or any other technology we make if we didn't show you. If I kept all my technology offline, you wouldn't know exactly what we had. You can only hate on what we show you. And at the end of the day, all your dislikes mean nothing to me because at the end of the day, my technology goes offline, it goes to a facility, it gets painted up on a wall, and people come and get to look at it, and they sign contracts. At the end of the day, your dislikes mean nothing. I'm pretty sure all these companies don't like me either, but I don't care at the end of the day because, like I said, I'm not in here to have a partnership or do business with any of these companies at all. Let's try. I'm not trying to be, no. Let's clear this. Where's the contrast at? No, the only screen I can say that actually has really good contrast is the dark star line. I do like the dark star line's contrast level. But like I said, against the white screen, we showed you the demonstration. The white screens, the darker screens, gunmetals pull out amazing contrast levels. They do. But then again, like I said, this is not a white screen. This is a jet black screen. And some people may say, oh, turn the lights out. For what? The screens all have ambient light rejection technology embedded into them. They're supposed to be used in fully lit environments as well, with the lights on, the lights off. If you cancel your contrast level on your screen, it's supposed to have ambient light rejection technology embedded into it. What's the problem? Oh, maybe it's because the environments are not using ambient light controlled environments, or maybe because we don't have a high-powered, expensive projector, or maybe because my projector's not calibrated. And if I'm spending $5 for a screen, that shouldn't make a difference. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I have enough. I'm going to make any more. I'm really surprised at that screen up there in that big corner right there is, I'm going to butcher the name. We know it's coming. The Parallax or whatever it is. I think it is. Excuse me, daylight, no disrespect. But that screen is supposed to be the poor contrast level. Like I said, if you can't see black levels, you can't see color. But then again, when they did the demonstration, they did it in an ambient light controlled environment. So, you know, hey. Come on. Seriously. Neon green. I can't pick up on neon green. You've got to be kidding me. and see if they can make the screen black, unwatchable. You can't see it anymore. Let's go down that road. Let's see what we got. There you go. See, remember when the UV mix came up dark, unwatchable? This is what our technology has to go through. And I told you, majority of the screens that are sitting up against this black screen are lighter than my screen. Look at this. They're much lighter than this technology. Any form of technology we develop that's dark has to go through the same test. They have to be tested against white screens. All screens are certified. Either they're white or light gray or mid gray. They're going to go against screens that are going to be far lighter than the technology that we develop. And they have to be the maintain color and white level at the same time without going dark. And mind you, these are two screen paints here. They're not Crows. They're made by a company called Paint on Screens that makes a certified screen paint. Right there, these three right here. Which she has done none of these tests at all. I would like to see him do a test against Paint on Screens. Actually, we're going to do the test here ourselves tomorrow. We got enough of this probably. We don't need anything else to check through the test. Anything else, George? No, we don't. The phantom of the opera. Let's see. We have that over here, or do we have it over there? Where did I put that? Oh, it's on the floor. That's not it. Oh, you got it over here. You know, these screens are going to produce a higher white level than our screen paint, but to make it watchable. There we go. There, Crow. There's your product right over in the corner. That's your personal mix. Interesting. Let's try. Y'all can't touch the screen. That's the whole purpose of the Phantom technology. Phantom technology was designed to do one thing and one thing only. To wipe out the rest of the screens. That's what it's being designed for. That any technology that y'all may have, that y'all think y'all have, that technology is designed to wipe out. To be the #1 screen. That's why you got to have a big company standing behind you with a big contract in order to get that notification. And that's what this screen is going to be marketed for. That no screen can stand against it. Look at it. It's one thing to sit there and say your technology is the best. It's another thing to back it up without canceling. Let's remind you how dark that screen is to everybody else's. I'm going to show you the screen's white levels. Remember? This is the color of my screen. And only 10% done. All these screens are done. These screens are finished. I'm not saying they're finished like they're finished, but okay, let's make the screen more watchable. Let's take out the samples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get to come up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. These are certified paints, by the way. 18. We don't consider it to be certified because it's a canceled product. Eighteen certified screens. 3 of them are screen paints. And like I said, this is not a screen. It could cost you. Like I said, with the technology, the way it's developed, like I said, what you've seen we can do, it can easily cost a customer $10,000 easily for a 100-inch screen. We had the market, then we either put it in that direction. We had the clientele to pay for it, but that's not the purpose. The purpose is to develop the technology so it's affordable for everybody. Everybody can afford it. It's not going to be, oh, you have to be the certain elite to have this screen. No, everybody can afford it. A guy working at McDonald's can afford one of these screens. You can make minimum wage and still afford one of these screens. That's how we're going to market the Phantom. We want to make it so that they can't come down off their capital, because they can't come off their capital. You know, $5,000 a screen, you're going to try to break down your capital, come down to a screen that sells me less than yours and can beat your screen? You can't do that. I like the fact that, like I said, the average Joe doesn't have to go out and spend all this money for an expensive projector. He can go right over to eBay, buy himself a cheap projector, like I have over here, as long as it's name brand, and do this. So if you're like an everyday Joe, you find this projector on eBay, $270. That's it. You done got your projector already set up. You buy the screen and you're done, and that's it. No calibrating, no worrying about ultra short those, no being out in the dark, whatever that crap. Don't worry about none of that. No, period. You're done. Nobody wants to spend that kind of money. I would love to get my hands on a whole bunch of the old Christie projectors. Oh my goodness, man. I would definitely sell them as a package deal. Pretty good package deal for customers. We'll just randomly just go through stuff. Just randomly just grab stuff. Ooh. You're watching a movie. That's what you're watching. You're watching a movie with your cat. Oh, what's that? Where's your controller? Nowhere to be found. Let's see what we got. Probably got it mixed up again, didn't I? Did I not get it mixed up? Probably did. No, let's see. What lights are on? The reason why I want to go with the wallpaper, because at the end of the day, you don't want to go through a fixed frame projection screen. If you've done one of those before, you don't want to go through that. I mean, putting that thing together, for some people, it's a bit of a nightmare. It can be a headache. I mean, if we do build it the right way it should be built, but at the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of parts and pieces you got to slap together. Wallpaper is much better. Take it out of the tube, you lock it onto the wall, and you're done. That's it. When you get done with it, you roll it up, you put it back in the tube. So you want to change out your screens. You can go from 235.1 to a 16:9 or 16:10 or whatever you want. You don't have to move this big thing off the side of the wall. You don't have to go through to move that thing off the wall. And that's 126 inches. I'd have to go through every time I have to pull it off the wall. You know how much easier that would be if that was wallpaper? All I have to do is just disconnect it, roll it up, and put it in the tube. And on top of that, easy storage. So you can have a couple of screens laying around because you can just basically put them right back in the tube. And it's cheaper to ship. That's the reason why we're going with wallpaper. And it looks much pretty on the wall too on top of that. Edgeless, slick, jet black wallpaper. That's beautiful. Now, so we do motorized projection screens, we're doing tension only. I'm doing what I want for myself. Basically, that's what I'm doing. I don't want a screen that's not tension. Tension screens lay flat against the wall every single time. I'm doing what I want. So, I mean, what I want is what I would expect to have for myself. If it's going to be in my house and we're using it every single day, I want tension. I do not want that wavy screen. Because the technology can't be appreciated if you got waves and ripples running through the screen every time you bring it down. So that's why I want to start off with our basic screens. All our screens are going to be tension only. That's what I want. As for the wallpapers, we'll probably have them in sizes of, I want love to have them. Yeah, I'm getting one. I'm getting 235.1 at 178 inches. I want to do some curved screens too for simulators because I definitely want a couple of curved screens. Now this one for over here. Pretty sure it's one for over here. Yeah! Aha! Ah! By the way, I ordered the I played this on the day with the driver, the World War Z Aftermath. Freaking unbelievable. Amazing game. Absolutely amazing game. Yeah, the game is good. It actually beats it up a little bit. Zombies are 10 times even faster. So that looks pretty cool. I won't be showing it off until we actually beat the game because it's a co-op code. If any of you guys are real true gamers out there, you know the whole co-op code. When you co-op with your co-op buddy, you don't start the game and you don't finish the game without your co-op buddy. That's how we go. So until we finish the game together, you know what I mean? We end it, then I'll basically show you what it looks like in real life. It's a co-op thing. Co-op thing. Weren't we supposed to be setting up a package deal? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got to get working on that. We're doing a package deal with the with some of the screen paints. We're going to do a 3-gallon. It's going to come with a free fire stick. Yeah, I got to get on that. Sorry about that. I completely forgot. I forgot some things I was working on. I'm going to go over there and watch some TV tonight. Oh shit, hold on. All right, people. Thank you for taking the time to come in and watch. I got a few demonstrations to do tomorrow, but I'm not going to do much. I was in all some business deals I had to be taken care of today. Some much needed stuff that had to be done, so really didn't get time to get on for late. Probably going to be on later tonight too because I have some business engagements that have to be taken care of. I got to get this thing set up and done. We've got some other stuff we're working on. Ooh, what the freak is that?
Looking at Subaru Outback. Put it up against the 2020.
Sorry about that. I like anything with history or anything you can do with outer space, and this looks freaking amazing. This is going to be me tonight watching this. That's the Phoenix. That technology, it's supposed to be too dark, can't see. That's my Phoenix screen in there. At 126 inches. That's the one that turned the UV mix dark. This is what I'm going to be watching tonight. Me and Cat.
Saturn has some of the most powerful weather in the solar system. The lightning can be 1,000,000 times more powerful than lightning here on Earth.
Yeah, that's going to be me tonight. All right, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. I got to go, and God bless. Maybe or might not be on tomorrow. I'm not sure. I got some things I got to do to take care of first. But I still have to do that. I mean, I got to be on because I got to do that demonstration with the 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio. Let me pause this for a minute because I don't miss my show. 22,000 to 1 contrast ratio projector. We're going to use one of them. Someone was asking me about if you have a projector of a high contrast ratio, is that going to make a difference on a white screen? We're going to be doing that tomorrow. So we got a 22,000 to 1 or 20,000 to 1 ViewSonic projector downstairs set up. We're supposed to be done today, but like I said, other business to take care of. I'm going to show you that even with that projector, with that high count, that your contrast levels are still going to wash out and still going to look poor on a white screen. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless. Kitty, kitty.